May Never Get to Heaven, Conway Twitty. Now, there was some other people had this out before him, actually, but his version is the one I recall. And so, anyway, that's what we're doing today. We'll capo up 3 and get right into this thing. Got a lot of changes I'll tell you about here in just a moment. My name's Keith Williams with Fret More Guitar Lessons, where we fret more, stress less, and make a whole lot of music. And we'll make some music today. It's a beautiful song. And so I've been wanting to do it. I heard it the other day for the first time in a long time. And anyway, I don't even know how I come across it, but anyway, it popped up somewhere on my YouTube probably, and I listened to it. So I wanted to learn it and teach it to you. And I thought, oh, this won't be too bad, but it was a little more challenging than I thought. Anyway, I figured most of it out, and then I was like, there was a few little things I'm like, I was kind of questioning, as far as the seventh. So, is it going to a seventh? There was a couple places I'm like, I can't tell if it's a minor or if it's going to that major chord there and stuff like that. So I, checked out some tabs, and of course, they were all over the place. Nobody was consistent at all. So I don't know who was right exactly. So what I did was I took my version and a couple other versions, and I kind of, put them together. So anyway, I'm not sure whose version this is. It's just mine, I guess, because I put it all together. But anyway, I did take some parts from this one and that one. So anyway, I'll show you what parts of it that I kind of question maybe. And I also did a cover on this. You can follow along, play along with. And so anyway, I'll show you the trouble. I'll try to remember to show you the trouble spots, or the spots that I, questioned a little bit. Is it going to this or that? But anyway, and then you can kind of decide if you want to do it, because there is a lot of chords in this, okay? And so you may want to leave out some that, aren't as necessary. Some of them are, of course, they are necessary sometimes. Some of these that I'm not sure are even in it, that one version showed and the other version didn't. I left in some of them, but I didn't leave them all in, because I didn't like it everywhere. It didn't seem like it fit everywhere. But anyway, so without further ado, I'll stop talking here and we'll get right into this lesson. So all right, so we're going to be in capoing up 3. We're going to be in G, okay? And let's see here. We've got a C in there. Okay? We've got a D. Got a D7. And a D7th sus. Now you can get that by just doing the D7th and then putting your pinky over here, or you can stretch over if you want to do just your ring finger on that first string on the 3rd fret. You can on the E string. Either way you want to do it. If you got it there, you just pull it off there. So we got an A minor, got an A7th. G7th, say that was kind of a question mark on there, but there's a G7th. There's a D minor one time, and a right here C minor. Okay, and I believe that's all of it. There's anyway, so it's a really short song too, but Bill Anderson and another guy wrote this, and man, they must have wanted to use every chord they could think of. But anyway, it's a beautiful song. It really is. And so anyway, we're going to start out. I do a lot of finger pick, or I'm not really doing finger picking. I'm picking with my pick. I'm not really using my fingers on this one. Just doing some arpeggio stuff where I'm just going down the strings and coming back up. So I'm not going to say there's a particular method of doing this or a way of doing this for this particular song. I just kind of throw some stuff in. Like I said, I'm just kind of going down the string. I start out with the low E string on the G, of course, and then I usually go down to the 4th string, and I come up on the 2nd, and then I'll. So I think what I'm doing is just 6th, 4th, and then 2nd, 3rd, and then 4th. Okay, so 6th, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and then 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then 4th. Okay. So I say there's not a particular way of doing this. You could just strum it as well. Just it's a light strumming and it's slow. not like I say really a finger style to do this. So, all right. So go ahead and the beginning part, intro is G, A7, G, A7, G. Okay, so it goes something like this. Do it again. It's just G-A7, G-A7. I walked with you out to D and talked with you, and to C and have D your loving hand. Out to C we loved a while, and I lived G a while. I'm gonna show you a little walk down here. I don't have the notes written down. I can figure them out here, but mainly it's just a walk down. It doesn't really matter what the notes are. So we're just going to be in the G, whichever G you want to get. I've been switching back and forth. I'll probably switch back and forth during this song too. So you just grab whichever G you want to grab and do that. There's a G I'm doing. There's a G I'm doing there. So either way, we're going to walk down from the G to the E minor. So we're on the 6th string, the E string, and we're walking from the 3rd to the 2nd fret and then to the E minor. Okay, so we're in the G chord, E string, low E, 6th string, and we're going from 3rd fret to 2nd fret to just the E minor, just strumming the E minor. So the open E string and just strumming the whole chord there. Okay, and so we do that a few times throughout the song. Okay, and it's the same way every time. We loved a while, and I lived a while, E minor, and I thought A7. Fate had it planned. Here's the D7th sus and the D7th D7. Okay, so that's there's like 4. I'm not sure what you call these because it kind of changes up. There's 4 sections, I call it. I don't know if you really call them all verses, but because one of them's probably considered the chorus, but I'm not sure which one it is because they don't repeat. None of them repeat. So usually the chorus repeats itself and goes back. So anyway, this one doesn't. And so anyway, there's 4 sections. That was the first section. Okay, so we're in that D7 sus and then the D7, and then the D7. Now we're going to G. Then someone D stole my angel. Now we're going to C and I lost what I did love most. And I do a G7 there because, like I say, one person did it, somebody else didn't. I kind of liked it there. I kind of like that because it sounds like it's changing. There's a little change there. But you wouldn't have to go there. If you want to stay in a G and just keep it easier for you, make it simple, that's fine. So I'll do both ways and I'll show you how it sounds like. And I lost what I love most. I may never see, get deep to heaven, to the E minor, okay? Now we're going to A minor. But I once came mighty deep, close. Now we're going to D minor and G. Okay, now I'll repeat that again because I want to go back and show you without the G7th. Okay, or actually that was without it, wasn't it? Okay, I'll show it to you with the G7. Okay, I lost what I love most. There's the G7. I may never get to heaven. Anyway, so. Either way works. I don't think it really makes a lot of difference. I'm sure, maybe to Bill Anderson and some of those that wrote it, they say that's not how I wrote it. I didn't put the G7, or yes, I did put the G7, whichever. But again, nobody, the music police are not going to knock on your door and tell you you're doing it wrong. So it's not like it's a huge deal. You're still in that G. You're just one note different. And if you like changing it up, and I kind of like it there sometimes, so You want to do it, do it. If you don't want to, don't do it. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's not a big deal. I wish I knew exactly what it was, but I'm not 100% sure on it. So I went through a bunch of different things. And there may be I actually didn't check out any lessons on it. I just went through some tabs and stuff like that. But I've done that with lessons where I went through it. It's like still I get 3 or 4 different ways of doing it. And so, matter of fact, some of them were doing it in C. They weren't doing it in the whatever A sharp here we were doing it in. So I think that's what we're doing in G sharp, A sharp, yeah, A sharp too. Anyway, so again, you get varying opinions there. So you do whatever you want to on that. All right, so we never get to heaven, so we're doing the but I once. Now here's another thing I had a question on. But I once, because you can do a C there. It's just one note difference. There's your C. I'll show you what I'm doing here, but you know a C chord. There's your C. There's your A minor. So it's just that one note difference. So it was a little hard. It felt like it was going to a minor a little bit because it seemed like it was changing up from the other times it's going to the C there. So, but I once. I kind of like the A minor once. I feel like that's where it's going to, but like I say, some people just stay in the C. Okay, so that was the other place that I wasn't 100% sure on that, but I left the A minor in there. But I once came mighty close. Now, the other thing, one person did all D7th or 7th. They were in C, but what would have transposed to the D chord, they played D7th all the time. I don't feel like it's a D7th every time. Where we do the D7th and the D sus and the D7th, yes, I do. But the rest of the time, it's a straight D, I'm pretty sure. So, anyway, so that's what we're going to teach in this lesson. Anyway. All right, so the end of that, once came mighty close. Now we go to a D minor one time. I may never. Okay, and then we go to the next section. Okay, it's another section, like I said, whatever this might be. I'm not sure you call it a verse or whatever. I may never play the golden harp, back to see your spread the celestial wings. Now I'm going to G7th, or walk, and somebody repeats that, or walk, a golden staircase to the E minor. So we're doing that walk up again, or walk down, whichever you want to look at it there. While the distant, and we go into A7, while the distant chorus, and now here's our D sus and D7 chorus sings. I love this part because it's kind of, so there's a build right there, and then it goes, but once D, I held your sweet love, G, now to C and felt your tender D touch. And again, I didn't do the G7 there because when I listened, I didn't feel like it was going there that time. It didn't seem like it was changing there, but you could do it there again. Felt your tender touch. I may never get D2, and there's our walk, G to E minor. Heaven, and then A minor, but I didn't miss it much. Did it with the C, but I didn't miss it much. Still think it's an A minor, but I didn't miss it much. I did the G7 that time because I felt like there was a little change up there. And then it just repeats that. I may never get to heaven. So it goes up there. Okay, and then the last line's just a little different. It's the same as the other line, but I once came mighty close. The one before it was, I didn't miss it much. But I once came mighty close. And he holds this out, which is, you got to get a good breath in, and then it goes up here, so you got to remember that. I once came mighty close, G, A7, C minor. You got to jump down here, it says bar chord, C minor, C. Now this C minor, I I did show you the C minor, didn't I? I think I did. If I didn't, there's the C minor, and you can get that if you don't want to do the bar chord. You can grab just that first string on the 3rd fret and strum 4. Okay? That's the only time it's there. Now you could do the C, and you could be all right with the C, but it is a C minor, I'm pretty sure. So if you did the C, it'd be once came mighty close. You can get by with a C if you wanted to leave that out, but C minor sounds really good when you do that, so I'm pretty sure that's the right way of doing it. But anyway, a lot of variations there, a lot of options you can do to learn that song and play that. But a great song. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, and it's really short. It's just a lot of chords for a short song for sure. But anyway, beautiful song. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you could give us a thumbs up on this one, subscribe to us if you would, check out the description down below, share us on social media everywhere, worldwide, and check out our other videos out on Fretmore. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.